really wanted to pay homage to my grandfather after he passed away back in 2018. He was the one that always encouraged me to go into filmmaking and storytelling. And I'm like, what better project to do than something that's dedicated to my grandparents in the 70s? And also, I just love DC, so I want to share the history of DC as well. The biggest takeaway for this process, I would say, is honestly have a very strong team that believes in your vision. You can't give people passion and drive for a project. They have to believe in your vision. So I would say that would be the biggest takeaway for me. Like, your team is essential. People who believe in your vision is essential.
My biggest advice for producing your thesis is to be extroverted and not be afraid of the word no.
Just make sure that you're passionate about the work that you're doing.
Keep your heart in it. Only do a project that you really want to see go through. Don't do something because you think like, oh, this will knock their socks off. Like, everybody in my school is going to be so impressed with me. Don't do it for those reasons. Like, you're not here to affirm your status amongst who you're around. You're just here to show people that you have something to say. So really have something to say and love that thing, and it's gonna get you through whatever you go through when you take the class, seriously.
I think a lot of people shoot themselves in the foot by not putting themselves out there and asking people for things that they need, but relying on your network, relying on your character, and relying on the project that you know is gonna be great is gonna take you far. So just trusting yourself and being brave enough to go beyond your expectations is gonna serve you very well.
I feel like some tips that I have for people is to definitely have patience. Like, there's gonna be problems along the way, but you just have to have faith that everything is gonna work out in the end, pretty much.
Honestly, pre-production is production. Pre-production seems probably very tedious, but if we didn't do the things that we did before production, our set wouldn't have ran as smoothly. So remember, pre-production is production.
The most challenging part of this process was adjusting to pre-production. I'm somebody that prides himself on being able to improvise and kind of go with stuff on the fly. And so it was a little bit of a hurdle for me to, embrace the preparation that was needed in order for this to be great. But it's a hurdle that we overcame nonetheless, and I'm glad that we took those steps.
Definitely, I underestimated pre-production and its entire process. There's just truly so much that goes into it, and making sure that you have a great team as a support system around you to pretty much get things done is like the biggest part of it all. So definitely pre-production is something that I just overlooked before, but I won't do it now.
I underestimated everything, I'll be so completely honest. It's like you have this vision in your head and you're like, oh yeah, this is 100% gonna work. And then you get out there in the field and it's like, maybe not 100%, maybe like 65, maybe 50.
As a director, you kind of already have a end image of the film before you even start filming. So that was a little challenging, just working with everybody, trying to convey my ideas to everyone's at the same time. That it was a little challenging.
I think it surprised me how much I love directing. People don't realize, especially directors, I don't think they realize how much the morale on their set, how important it is. I think the people, your crew, is so important in filmmaking. Like, I guess there's this trope that like directors are supposed to be like, we're so important and we're just like the stars of the show, but that's honestly, if you go in with that in your mind, you're not gonna make anything good. No one's gonna work with you after whatever project you're making, and you're not gonna make anything worth watching. So you really have to rely on your crew. You have to assemble a good crew, and you have to remember that yes, you are the leader, but you have to like stay down here with your people and be there to support them and bring the vision to life.
The craziest thing that happened on set to me was the first day of shooting, actually. Police came. It was like 3 police cars, and in my head I was freaking out. Outside I was calm, but in my head I was freaking out. But the issue was resolved really fast, but it was just a moment for me.
We use a gun in this film, and we were in the park super late. We weren't even supposed to be there. There's no street lights, no lights there. It's just us in this dark park, and we're trying to get this scene. Everybody has their flashlights out. We got these candles lit. And then next thing you know, we see it's pitch black, so we can see the red and the blue very clearly. So we see the cops pull up, and then we're like, ah, dang, let's put the gun up. Let's, everybody act normal. They come through, and they shine these bright lights on us, and we kind of just had to talk our way through it. So that was a very high intense moment for me, at least, because of the gun and everything. But it was funny to laugh at once they had walked off.